This is roll call, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. I got the Islam part, baby, but where we tuning in from? I am good, Boom. How you feeling, Boom? Y'all can listen. It's no disrespect, it's all love, but y'all can chill with the Islam stuff, okay? Because people think it's Islamisms and schisms. I don't deal with Islamisms nor schisms. You can just say peace to brother Sabir Bey, baby. Just say peace to Sabir Bey. Okay? So, y'all ready to rock and roll with me? My daughter's in the other room, so y'all gotta bear with me. So come on and share this out. This is how this is going to go. I am on X. I'm just waking up. It's 11:45. Well, my daughter wakes up a little early than me. It's 11:45 on the West Coast. Yes.
I caught you.
Okay. No, not right now. Okay.
I caught.
Not yet. Okay. I'm gonna dress you and go bye bye. All right.
Okay.
All right.
I want to go swimming.
You want to go swimming? Okay.
Where's my flowers?
I don't know. We're gonna find them. All right.
They in jail.
So this is what happens when you have a 5-year-old, people. So I can multitask. So if you disagree with what I'm saying and you keep typing, I am definitely going to block you for eternity. But if you hunt something to say to Sabir Bey, you can come on the feed and talk to Sabir Bey. I'm not going to tolerate that. I'm not going to be reading all your crazy comments, B. I'm just going to say, come on the feed. I'll put the link up. Shout out to Philadelphia, baby. What up? Shout out to Philly, babe. So again, make sure y'all let people know. And I hope y'all share this out on X. We're going to play my intros, y'all. We're going to play all the intros. We're going to have some fun. So if y'all on X, formerly known as Twitter, please share this out on X, baby. Share it out on X. Go get me your black journalists. Somebody get the foundational Black Americans on the hotline. Somebody go get the ADOS on the hotline. Somebody go get your black journalists on the hotline. Please hurry up and share this out because the lessons are here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Go get your FBA. ADOS.
Never stop, y'all. Underground. Y'all, come on.
You got some fun, baby.
This fight is won. There's no way they can hold us down. Cause of power and strength, we're gonna
That's the link. That's the link.
Realize the truth.
Get them up
Knowledge
now.
is a black man, minds are new.
Just get it
There's
up
no
now.
way they can hold us down. Cause of power and strength, we're gonna take
Come on.
it down.
BRONX. See these cars, see these checks, intellect. See these thugs, ain't no sweat, intellect. 1,000 miles, how do you do it? One step. Now check out this flow. They wanna be down, but they can't. Original criminal minded flow. Ain't you say, ready for the real, ready to peel off the paint. Your style is fake, and teacher returns to debate. You the best, that's bull. You questionable, highly flexible. Wasn't you sexual? Now you hardcore. You need to see God more. I sit on the faculty, you sophomore.
Ain't no stopping what we got. Don't give up, this fight is won. There's no way they can hold us down. Cause of power and strength, we're gonna take it now. Take that stand, realize the truth. Knowledge is a black man, minds are new. There's no way they can hold us down. Cause of power and strength, we're gonna take it now.
Time to get it, now you did it, trying to spin it. You don't fit it, ask the critics, already did it. Shit, give it, I don't mimic, metaphysics. You admit it, better to live it, better to give it. So I spit it every minute. You get it, my lyric is wicked out, full on culture, y'all. Battle, nah, get back in the car. Either you never heard of me, you really want to get with me. But as your teacher, let me test you for a learning disability. You feeling me? Because you can't get it through your head. This is suicide. You're better off dead. Let me not amp you up, because this style you can't do what? My stomach can take it, and your stomach, it'll cramp you up. This is breath control style. I get a ball in that ass, that buttocks and hiney. Try me. Back in the days, you would have had sorrow. Try to teach it today, and you won't see tomorrow, because
Ain't no stopping what we got. Don't give up, this fight is won. There's no way they can hold us down. Cause of power and strength, we gotta take it now. taken down.
Like a piss on the streets, I exist. Not the meat, but the fish. Complete the feat when I'm speaking the heat into this. Witness Chris ripping this. Don't trip on this. Skip ahead if you're ready. My show medley is deadly. I'm about 100 million mic years away. These players I don't hate, but I'm not here to play. I hit it all day, all night, all afternoon. Rock all mics from the days of Sassoon. Where the hell were you? On the corner with raps when we was at the LQ, knocking it down, and that was that. Divine speaker, mind keeper, time teacher, time leader. I be sitting in the club.
Come on, y'all, let's go.
Waiting for you rap.
The link is up.
Then I eat ya like some prehistoric winged creature. Ah, on your neck, like the American eagle facing east and west. I'll be the best master KRS.
Don't stop it. What we've done, we've done. Let's fight it. What we've done. I got the power. We gotta take it. There's no way. We gotta take it. Get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up. Get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up. Then what we say, don't get right. This fight is won. There's no way they can hold us down. 'Cause the power and strength, we gotta take it now. The truth. There's no way they can hold us down. 'Cause the power and strength, we gotta take it now.
Listen up. Listen up, y'all.
Attention all true hip hoppers. Let us come together for the unity of hip hop culture. Every third week in May is Hip Hop Appreciation Week. Celebrate with us. Then join us in November for Hip Hop History Month.
Hip Hop
Big
History
up
Month.
to the Zulu Nation. Teacher! Yeah, what's that?
The
It's the
authorities.
authorities. They're at the door.
Authorities are here.
Chill. The authority is here.
Y'all don't get it? Y'all not ready yet? Oh, y'all need y'all to share this out to the foundational Black Americans. Because I just had a conversation with a dude on X. And I told him I'm going to go live. So hopefully the brother's listening. Because this is what one thing I want y'all to understand how these conscious Black people be. And this conscious community be. These niggas are insane. Black people are crazy as hell in the United States. I'm going to be 100. So I said, go get your foundational Black Americans. I don't know if everybody's getting this on X and what's going on with my X right now. I mean, my Instagram, make sure my Instagram is popping. Somebody check Instagram and let me know if we live or not. But I am on X. I am on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram all together as one. So there is no excuse. So my link is up if anybody wants to jump on the feed. Okay. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Just warming up, y'all. Let's go.
Learn the lesson.
Hit the link.
50 more years of hip hop.
Bronx action, more action, floor cracking, more passion. Leave my people at raw rapping, house to house like I'm door dashing. Assassin, you asking who is this, and I'm still laughing. Forward thinking, never backtracking. Boom bapping, never rack lacking. Got my people all up in the place. Royals, scar on their face. Chocolate.
Hold up. Can somebody check Instagram and make sure we live on Instagram? For some reason, it seems like I don't be people telling me they're not getting this message on Instagram. This is kind of weird. Can somebody do me that favor? Can someone go to Instagram and tell me if we're getting this before we start this? Okay, I think we good. Let's go.
Give it taste. Architect. cracking, more passion. Feed my people at raw rapping. House to house like I'm door dashing. Assassin, you asking who is this? And I'm still
Come on,
rapping.
we need to share it out, y'all. Let's go.
Boom bapping, never rack lacking. Got my people all up in the place. Royalty, scar on their face. Chocolate rap, you can all get a taste. Architect, we built this place. Room, room, room. Time for the chase. Chase down trainers and fade in space. Keeping in pace in a hole like an ace or an ace in a hole when I throw in the base. Race, no, you didn't really want to race. Chase, no, you didn't really want to chase. You don't want to see me when I'm coming into place. Lyric got the lyric in your motherfucking face. Y'all never scream out what happened to his face. I never say him, I get on the beat. Yeah. That's what happened when you think you're rapping. You feel so lacking. You beat the wagon. You meet the captain. Defeat the dragon.
Come on, y'all. Let's go. Share it out.
50 more years of hip hop.
Yeah, listen. All I do is spit raw. Stick around and you'll get more. This is what I spit for. That other shit I ignore. Show up at the spot, go off the top like a whip store. I get more. Rappers looking puzzled like they jigsaw. As you can see me rising like from the 3rd floor to the 6th floor. 1520 Sedgwick Avenue. Come to a quick tour. Ben Aki, stop listening to hip hop culture's enemies and go to the website birthplace of hip hop.nyc. You know that this is where the truth at. Everybody that was old school was one time a new jack. So think about where you at and the future. Look at you back. Are you gonna be able to school cats or be with them fools at? I'm coming again with the boom back. Many just can't do that. So I bring my raps and effects when I'm swinging on these new jacks. All you hear is boom crack. You still asking who's that? Well, it's the teacher, Newark, New Jersey. That's where the school's at. Listen, they switching up your whole position. Popeyes went from eating spinach now to frying chicken. You better listen. Knowledge reigns supreme. That other shit's weird shit. It's that original foundation. Shit. Yeah, I see the ice, but where them vocals at? You see the double metaphors I express on these mobile cats? I'll bring the focus back. This shit here is hot. We're spitting after 50 years of hip hop. When we walk,
50 more years of hip hop.
we are never gonna stop. We got
50 more years of hip hop.
breaking MC and writing beatboxing, DJing. We got
50 more years of hip hop.
the best and no less. Relieve the stress and stay fresh. We doing it.
50 more years of hip
You
hop.
see, we all here. We going 50 more years.
What up? What up? What's up, my sis? How you living? Sunshine, what's good? I think you got to unmute your mic. So this is how we're going to do this. All this old texting back and forth in the comment box, I will get rid of you and delete you for eternity. If you have an issue with Sabir Bey speaking his mind, come on the feed. You know, Negroes always try to play a penis measuring contest. So I know more. Well, if you know more, then show your receipts. That's all I ask. So I just got off of X just now. And the weirdest thing ever, right? I just got off X and I'm conversating with this dude on X. And it's funny as hell that Tariq Nasheed got these niggas twisted on so many levels. I'll be real with y'all. These dudes is pathetic. So I'm going to share something with y'all. So Peace, how you doing? I want y'all to bring in the black journalists too, because this is the weirdest thing. I went online and see if y'all can find white journalists. Why do we always gotta be black on everything? Black this and first black to do this. And we was the first to do everything. First and foremost, Moors were. We was the first to do everything. But this new phenomenon, it's like this whole black thing now. Like, why do we always gotta put black onto everything to make it? Oh, brother, we're the first. We're the first black journal. Like, Negroes, why you just can't be a journalist, sis? Somebody help me out. Now I'm asking you these questions. Why we can't just be journalists? Why we got to add black journalists on to something? That that's supposed to have some type of force and effect or make sure you're a slave to say, I'm still a slave, but I'm going to talk about black. Somebody help me out. I'm trying to figure it out. But I was on here. I was on X. I don't know who this dude is. Azmu Baraka. That name, I don't know. You know who that is, sis? Anybody know who this is?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so I like what he said, though. But look what he said. He was talking about the foundational Black Americans in the ADOS. He said, He said, "Hey, I just found out from one of the pro-American ADOS Negroes that Jamaicans are not black. Apparently, if you were not from the plantation of the U.S., a plantation that they're proud to still be a part of, you are not black." Another example of how some black folks have gone nuts. This is the honest to God truth. I'm laughing at this. I want to know, have anybody from the foundational Black Americans ever did any research? Where are they getting the information from, sis? Can somebody send us the foundational Black Americans crew? Because I told you, you can set it up tomorrow, tonight, whenever. Yes, baby. I am live. I'm live.
Where's my phone?
Where's your phone at?
It's in
Go get it. Go get it.
I play it.
Okay. So the weird part is, I'm trying to figure out, where did the foundational Black Americans get the information from? Y'all got to help me. If y'all can't help me, please tweet this out. I need to ask some questions. I'm getting tired of this. I'm gonna be real, sister. I am so getting tired of this nonsense. How the hell, what and where are these people? That's me right there. I put laugh out loud. That was me. Then this dude said, wait till you get exposed to FBA. They ignorance, there you go, is on another level. Now, I'm not writing this. Now, if you part of the foundational Black Americans, somebody please share this to them. Send it to Lord Jamal too. If you're on X or whatever, if you think I'm in my feelings, bring it to the cipher. I'm really trying to figure this thing out, sis. I really am. So I'm going to make it very plain and very simple. How, Sway? Because if these cats is insane, sis. This dude just came along. He's talking about culture vultures. Tariq Nasheed is a vulture, my nigga. I don't know if y'all know this or not. He's a vulture, dude. And don't think because he looks like us, it's the same thing that y'all saying about Kamala Harris. What the hell makes you think that he's about our people? Stop it. So if you don't like, I'm talking about your leader guy, like Todd says, your leader guys, come on. Stop talking about outside what I'm saying. People, focus on what I'm saying. Jump on the feed, okay? Jump on the feed if you have something to say. I told you I'm going to block you for eternity. If I got a sister on the feed, it shouldn't be no problem with men getting on his feed, okay? So this is the weirdest thing ever. I'm with my people. I'm going to be 100. I'm with the system, what the system is doing. It's not, let me explain this to y'all. It's not what you would say this so-called white people. It's the system. It's the system that is doing it. And you have our people who work within the system. We have people who work for them and then they retire and they get a pension and then they want to tell everything. They don't want to tell everything, but they tell parts of the stories. But people are part of the system. This is what is happening. Negroes got comfortable. This is the reality. The other ones have no content, so they have to create havoc. I am. Let me make this very clear to my Jamaican family, my Haitian family, Caribbean family. We all the same, B. You ain't gonna hear this from Sabir Bay. You ain't going, because I know the history about the Moors, the Maroons. We can go to the Moriscos. We can go there. I can tie the whole history into the Mexicans. The Mexicans are us also. Study the Treaty of Guadalupe. Most of y'all, nigga, what the hell he just say? Have you ever heard of the Treaty of Guadalupe, sis? We talking about journalism.
No, I haven't.
Okay, let me help you out. Bear with me 1 second. That's why I want to know what black journalists is talking about. What do black journalists cover? What do they cover? This is the California Constitution. Every state has their own constitution. Every state. So the foundational dead Americans they don't even talk about these things. I'm gonna be real with you. But yet, you're smart. Let me see if I can find it in here. Treaty of Guadalupe. Why is that in the California Constitution? Y'all don't get it yet? Oh, why is it in here? Why is the Treaty of Guadalupe inside California Constitution? Y'all better study it. Do you know the story behind this? It tells them that they had to be classified as white too. Y'all didn't know that? See, y'all believe this is a color thing. I told you about Herbert Henry Harrison. These people don't understand that this stuff is based around status. It has nothing to do with the complexion of an individual. Either you're a slave or you're free. This is why when you look at black journalists, right? They only talk about slave stuff. If you notice, it's all drama stuff. I am so sick of flicking on these channels and looking at every time you look at black journalists, it's always about drama. It's nothing about history. If it's the history, it's about slavery. Wow. Wild as hell. But you're a journalist, right? A black journalist. I looked online. I was trying to find white journalism. I couldn't even find that motherfucker. I was like, I swear I couldn't. I went online to try to find white journalists. I said, damn, there's no such thing as a white journalist. Think about it. So you never knew about that. Right now, you know. See, the key is that reading is fundamental. So when you open it up and you actually study the Treaty of Guadalupe, it'll tell you about the Mexicans. It'll tell you how they had to be classified as being white. So if anyone studied, right, they would know that the word Mexican only means mix. Mix is mixed. The I is the E. I is an E. The D is a T. The C is a K. KKK. America, KKK. C, KKK. N, I-N. You can spell N-E-N or I-N. Vice versa. See how crazy that is? It's very simple. The wildest thing ever, as I'm sitting back and I'm watching TikTok and I'm like, and Instagram, people are like, yo, Sabir, you should come on their platforms. Nah, nigga, they don't want this brother on their platforms, brother. I'll be making it sense too. I'll be like, okay. All right, let's figure this out. So watch this. I'm gonna show you how crazy this is. Do you know who started the black journalists? Do anybody on this feed know who started black journalists? If you don't like what I'm saying, I'm telling you, I'm going to block you for eternity. If you dudes have something to say, feel free. I don't have a problem. I keep trying to tell you. My sister was telling me yesterday, right? She said, you know what, Sabir? She said, you put the link up there for them to come on the feed. If they don't come on the feed, they keep typing, just block them. Oh, I said, damn, that's kind of cool. She said, let's block them. You put the link up there for everybody. Everybody. So if they keep typing and they disagree with you, just block them. So that's what I'm going to do. So don't think that I'm running from y'all. The link is up. Okay? The link is up. Well, brother, I'm working. This is a mother on the phone right now. She's a mother. And she has young ones. So it's no excuse for none of you grown people. If you at work, fall back and go work for the master. Okay? She's home. But she's a mother. And she's actually taking care of a child, a young one. Okay, so it shouldn't be no excuse for none of you black men. So let's move forward. And I got a 5-year over here, so I'm juggling. So it shouldn't be no excuse for none of these dudes. Okay, so let me introduce y'all to something. Let me show you about who started this stuff. Did you know that this was started it was founded in 1975? It's a 501c3. I can't make this motherfucker. I guess I got to be part of a 501c3. See, this is what you do when you investigate. You find out what the hell, how this started. So for the people that don't understand how journalism works, I've been in radio for a very, very, very long time. A very long time. And I'll prove that in 1 second, okay? From newspapers to radio shows. So this was started in 1975. How many of y'all knew about the black journalists? I can't make this. I was trying to find white journalists, but didn't work. The National Association of Black Journalists. So I said, well, what is a black journalist? And who are these people that's part of the black journalists? Who started this thing here? So I sat up last night and started figuring it out. Let me find out who these people are. Right? Give me 1 second. So the lady, let me find her. You probably saw her before. Have you ever seen her before? How many of y'all?
She looked familiar.
So she's one of them. But the crazy part about her, she went to mother freaking Harvard. You don't catch it yet? Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. She's the only one that's still alive. It's this guy right here, Max Robertson and Vernon. They're dead. They're deceased right now, those two. But she's the only one that's still around, right? So I want y'all to understand how this black thing go and how people keep saying, why don't you get into politics a bit? I don't get into politics, G. I don't do politics. You got to be a liar. You got to have dirt. You got to have something on you before you get in this motherfucker. I'm not for the politics. I'm the dude like the free agent that you call, that you want to sit in the room with them. I'm a free agent that mess up the whole program. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, she went to Harvard, right? You see it right there? Harvard. So we are so caught up on prestige. This is why nothing's getting done. But black journalists, she's one of the founders of it in 1975. We always got to put black on everything, but I never heard her talk about Harvard. Why haven't any of her people went to Harvard and talked about slavery in Harvard? Let me help y'all out just in case y'all in your feelings. Why, if she went to Harvard, have you ever heard her talk about Harvard and the legacy of slavery? But that's not even a kicker. Now, we're journalists, right? We're supposed to be journalists, right? I'm talking journalists right now. Why haven't she ever brought up, or any of these people that she or they got on the platform and I went down to Harvard and got this document. I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but I was in Harvard. And guess how I got in there? Says I swear I called them up. I called them on the phone and said, yo, I'm great. Come to Boston. And I said, I'm a journalist. I'm going to come in and I'm doing some research on the slaves at Harvard. And if you go to the video, there's a video on YouTube as me walking into Harvard University. That's the second time I was in Harvard. But I'm going to show you something, right? Since they claim to be smart people and y'all praise these people. But let me show you something. This is 134 pages. I have this document if anybody wants. Well, not anybody, because I had to fly down that motherfucker, do the hard work in the wintertime. But when I went down here, right, I started talking to the lady and she guided me to where I needed to go, a European lady. And she was like, oh, you know about that? I said, yes, I know about the Moor that was a slave at Harvard. So as I'm talking to her, she's guiding me to more and more information on this subject matter, right? It's 134 pages. I know y'all talking about 920 pages. Y'all wouldn't even read 134 pages. You talking about the 2020 project as if that's something new. But yet we got black journalists that would never talk about this part. Let me blow this up so y'all can see it. The enslaved man, and there's many parts in this document about it. The enslaved man known as the Moor. What the hell? But she went to Harvard. Somebody's doing a cover up somewhere, sis. It's a cover up somewhere. Hold up. It's a cover up somewhere. Or maybe they just don't. People say, well, maybe they don't know. How could you not know if you're a journalist? I believe journalists do research, right? I mean, I think that's the job, right? As a journalist, or they have to cover what they tell them to cover. So as a journalist, you go seek the information. You know what this reminds, what a lot of this stuff reminds me of, sis? I'm gonna be real with you. Do y'all think that these people in the White House are regular people that's in the White House, like random journalists? Do you know they handpick all these journalists? Did y'all know that? I bet y'all didn't even know that. Have you ever noticed when they in the audience and they say, Harry, yes, okay, Johnny, okay, Samantha, you notice they know them by name, right? Because they all are handpicked. They're not regular people that's going to ask regular questions. So me, as a person that would be inside this particular room, when they say American flag, I'm going to say, what's an American flag? Excuse me, sir. What's an American flag? You mean the United States banner? You see how this works? What do you mean by citizens? What citizens are you talking about? The 14th Amendment citizens? Which one are you talking about? You follow me? Or you talking about denizens? See, this is a mess. This is throwing, throw them off. But I want y'all to follow me for a second, just in case you don't understand me. This is very simple. We're talking journalism. I'm going to read something, then I'm going to post this up here for y'all, okay? All right. This is actually post-truth. So I'm going to read this to you, and then I'm going to post it up. Journalism is printing what someone else does not want printed. Everyone else is a public relations.
Daddy,
Yes,
what are you doing?
I am live, baby.
And what is that?
Huh?
What is that?
Where?
Over there.
This?
Not
This? This?
that. Not that thing.
Oh, the diffuser is a diffuser. This is what happens. We have a 5-year-old system. You got to multitask with this motherfucker. So the crazy part is, if you read and then you understand journalism, because I've been a journalist for a very long time. Journalism is printing what someone else does not want printed. See, I print what y'all don't, what other people don't want printed. Swear to God. So everything else is public relations, Edward Bernays type of stuff. That's Edward Bernays. Edward Bernays is this, public relations. He's the father of public relations. This is why they know how to manipulate half of you people, especially you black people. Are you follow me? That's how they know how to manipulate you. But if you really read, maybe they need to get one of my shirts that says read. Maybe they need to get some of these shirts that says read, because reading is fundamental. Maybe that's what it is, because I'm trying to figure out the black journalists. I really am. So they would never bring this part up about the Moore at Harvard. But you got all these great black journalists that's floating around out here talking about, yeah, brother, we're black journalists and we're going to talk. And this is why people clown you. No other group of people. And this is what black people will say. Well, Sabir, we have to put black on there. Why do you have to put black on there? Just put journalists down there. That's it. So let me help you out. This is from an 8th grade civics book. So when you research stuff that the foundational black dead Americans don't do, they watch this dude who don't even do his own research. So facts, can, as you know, can always prove true. They can be counted, measured, or documented in some way. Opinions are what people believe or think, because people often use facts to back up their opinions. So this is an 8th grade civics book. We all went to the 8th grade, right? Our ancestors, a lot of them only went to the 8th grade. But the weird part about this, as I'm looking at all of this, I'm like, okay, so if facts can be researched, analyzed, and proven, what have any of these foundational black Americans proved to you? Only thing I'm keep looking at that we keep talking about, we slaves. We weren't slaves. They act like that's a damn petty, like it's a people, it's a European group. Slave means Slavic. Slave comes from the word Slavic. Look it up in a dictionary. Slave, and it's going to say Slavic, and then it's going to say Indo-Europeans and Scandinavians. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I keep trying to tell y'all, slavery was legal. Human trafficking is not. Slavery was legal. Human trafficking is not. Now you can go get your Harvard, Spelman, Howard University graduates, and let's have this conversation. This is why I said, when you're reading, when you deal in journalism, right? Journalists print what other people don't want out. This thing is controlled, B. And this is why you don't have these journalists doing their job, because they are 501c3. Yes, baby.
Camera's not coming. Let me call her.
Not right now.
It's not coming.
Okay, yes, she is. Okay. Put your phone. There will always be a conqueror and conquered.
What?
I'm never conquered. Huh? No, I'm not telling you, but I'm telling somebody online. Go get your phone. Get your phone, babe. Yes, I am playing alive. My daughter's so funny. I'm never conquered, and I would never hold that title, B. I'll be 100. I'm not. You can't see, this is the crazy part. You can't put me in those crazy boxes, like Lauryn Hill says, psychological boxes. I'm oppressed. Well, the white man stopped me. You benefiting off of everything the white man gave. You benefiting off of the education he gave you. You benefiting off the house that you believe that you own, because a mortgage means dead pledged. Just in case y'all don't know that. You're in debt because they told you that this is what you can do and this is how you get ahead. I owe no debt. I'm not cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. I'm not crazy. I understand that the banks can't loan credit, just money, if y'all were conscious. So these people that's in these positions that's supposed to tell these things to you, it's not Sabir Bey's fault. So I understand what's going on. So I'm never that, nor do I feel inferior to nobody. But I do know the black people that act like they're educated are the ones that's misleading you. Just misleading you, not I, you. So I'm only here to break the spell. That's all I'm here. I'm just here to break the spell, B. I'm your brother. Okay? Loan their credit, not money. Exactly. They can only loan their money, not their credit. But the crazy part, they create this illusion, right? And I say this, and I talked to my sister yesterday. She could jump on the feed. Y'all should ask these people, where is my signature at on any document? That's a whole nother lecture in the class, people. Contracts. So where's my signature at? I'm gonna give y'all one, okay? Just in case if y'all have heart to do this, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna use logic and common sense for a second, right? And I'm gonna ask you too, Sunshine. Have they ever told you how to pay back anything? A debit card, a student loans? Have they ever told you how to pay it back? Or you just assume you have to pay it back a certain way?
I don't remember being told.
They never told you, right? I guarantee they didn't tell you how to pay it. I bet you they didn't. If you put the stuff in front of me, you ever see Malcolm X in that movie when Malcolm went directly to it when he was in the courthouse and in the jail, and he said, he put his finger right there. That'd be me. They never told you. But in your crazy mind, because hold up, I'm gonna explain this to you. Because they hacked your mind, motherfuckers. They hacked your mind, right? And then this is hard for some people to digest this mug, right? It's very hard. So when we talk about journalism, this is what I mean. You cross-reference everything. I don't take what nobody say. I question Jesus Christ if he came down on this motherfucker. Right? That's even a joke because they showed you at the Olympics, the Last Supper. They can tell y'all Negroes ain't playing. You're not up the park. They disrespected Jesus in the Last Supper. And none of these niggas are saying nothing. No, it's okay, brother. Just the Olympics. We got to watch the sports. So, anywho, and if I'm wrong, come on a cipher. They never told you how to pay it back. In your mind, you say, I got to go get 5 jobs just to pay something back. When the reality is that they're supposed to pay for it. You know, schooling is free over Europe. Y'all knew that? You know you don't pay all that, right? You do know that, right?
Right. I thought it was also interesting that Harvard and Yale, you didn't have to pay to go to there. And I'm like, well, why didn't anybody ever say that?
Think about it. Why if Harvard had the Moor as a slave, tell them you want to go to college for free. I just showed it to you, right? If I just showed you the Moor that was a slave at Harvard, this is why I'm talking about the journalism for a second, right? Why aren't these people who are journalists, black journalists, say, okay, if you built all of this off the backs of our people, why can't I get in Harvard University? Hold on, I'm gonna show you another one. I'm gonna give you another one, sis. Give me 1 second. You think I'm playing? I'm gonna help you out. Hey, be with me. Y'all think I'm playing, man. Listen, I'm a true journalist, babe. Have you ever heard of this book right here called Ebony and Ivy? It talks about the Moor too. It talks about how slavery subsidized the universities. I can't make this up, mother. Look this book up, Ebony Ivy. That's an Ivy League. Ivy League, bear with me. Now, It's a brother who wrote the book too. He was a professor. Craig Stephen Wilder. There you go. Just in case. He's a foundational Black American, people. There you go. Foundational Black American. And he also talks about the Moor that was a slave in the university. But he also speaks about how slavery subsidized, wait a minute, the colleges. I mean, I talked about this a couple of months ago. And they got all the Europeans and it's showing you what's going on. We swear we smart. Oh, you better get this motherfucker. It's so crazy. The race slavery and troubled history. And look at that. America's universities. So instead of talking about asking for cash for reparations, how about saying let's educate our children? I mean, they can't educate your children, but anyway, say I want to go to the university for free since y'all like prestige so much, right? But if you were conscious, you would know that the banks cannot loan money. Study the bank and bank laws. I studied the bank and bank laws also. You think I don't know? I studied that too. I just don't put everything out on the forefront for what? I want somebody to try to test me so I can sit in a room with them. And then I say, okay, here we go. Now I'm going to show you something, how crazy this is. Y'all think I'll be playing? Let me show y'all something, how crazy this really is. Look at this, sis. I would sit back and do stuff like this. You think I don't know what's in these books? Look how much these books are. Just bear with me. So imagine what's in my head. And this is why I can't even tell. If you know something that I don't know, then somebody come on the feed. I guarantee you. If you know what I know, then come on the feed and talk to me for a minute. Hit the link. But bear with me. Let me show you how crazy this is, sis. When you really sit inside these law libraries, right? And you really gather this information. Give me 1 second. Because we're talking about journalism, right? I'm going to show you something, how crazy this is. Yeah, I was looking at white journalism. I was trying to find all kinds of stuff. You see how much the books are, sis, for 3 of those books? Can you see the price on it?
I don't see the price because I think the banner.
You see it now?
Oh yeah, I see it now.
A Smart Saver, $2,815. Just think about it. So do y'all know what jurisprudence is? I'm going to quote this for y'all for the second, okay? I'm going to quote jurisprudence. That'd be this right here. Hold up. So let me quote this. Bear with me. So jurisprudence, you can look it up. Jurisprudence. Jurisprudence is the science or the philosophy of law which treats the principles of positive law in legal relations. I'm going to say it again. Jurisprudence is the science or the philosophy of law which treats the principles of positive law in legal relations. If I want to, sister, I can charge $300 for this book alone. Trust me. If I want to really sell it, probably more than that if I choose to sell it. And on top of it, I marks my books up. Let me help y'all out. All my books are marked. So it's key things that's in these books that people really will need to know. If you notice, I mark all my stuff up. I look at key things. This is not the internet research. Oh, it talks about juristic person too, also in the name. See how I mark my stuff up? I do all of these things, people. People say, oh, I know what you know. You sure you know what I know? Y'all very sure. You sure about that? Because if you did, you would have already did a video on it. I told you. This thing is realer than real deal Holyfield. I can't make this up. So when we talk about journalism, real journalism, you put out stuff that people don't want out to people. So let me go a little further in this. Why am I saying all of this? Because when I did this, right, I had a newspaper out and I put this inside my newspaper. And the challenging thing is that when you are challenging this system or whatever you want to call it, they will never back you financially. They won't, because you're giving up too much. This is my newspaper, sister. You see what it says? Jurisprudence. The paper says jurisprudence. This was actually in 2003. I started this paper. I wrote all these things. This is journalism, but y'all wouldn't know about it because the Black conscious people don't tell y'all these things. And I was challenging Philadelphia's livestock. This is what I was doing. So remember what I just quoted. This is 2001, it says, right? When this came out, but I did the paper in 2003. Was there a YouTube on the scene? Nope. Was no Twitters. Was no Instagrams. But I was challenging all of these people about what they were doing to our people in Philadelphia. And that was my old phone number. So how? See, when you try me, I'm gonna test you to find out how much information do you really know. And where did you get your information from? So when I was doing this, I was literally putting myself on the line. And somebody said, brother, you was way ahead of your time. You was way ahead of your time. So let me show you the front part of this newspaper. Bear with me. That was the newspaper. That was it. And if you look at the top, it says 2001 copyright claim. I had a copy claim. Not a copyright, copy claim. Why are so-called Black Americans confused about their American and Indian and Moor connection? So this was about journalism. So people want me to keep talking about the same thing so they can take what I'm saying, do a video and say, I know more than what you know, Brother Sabir. No, show me your receipts. Where did you get your information from? Where did you get your information from? And I need men to start really being men and admit, where did they get the information from? Because I can go down the line with all of this and keep showing you over and over and over how this go. Do you follow me? Whoa, I'm going to give you a little bit more. I want y'all to pay attention. I want y'all to pay attention. You have to really sacrifice a lot of your time, B, because this is what I did when I'm in law libraries. That's me right there. That's my jacket on the chair. You see these things? This is the tax codes, tax court, tax decisions, Title 26 of the United States Code. I can walk you through all of this. Tax management, Supreme Court, federal and state taxation. This is what I was doing. So tell me, how much more do I have to prove to these people, my sis? I'm giving everything to you. Ask them where the information at. I'm showing you how much this is. So bear with me. Let me show you this video with Joey Molino. This is the crazy part. Shout out to Joey Molino. Look at this video. Look what's behind him. Now, I need you to pay attention. He used to be the mob boss in Philadelphia. One of the mob boss in Philadelphia. But look at the books behind him. Look where he's sitting at. He's sitting in the room, and I can explain all these books. He's in an office with an attorney that was with him. Listen.
Car. Now the tape's still on.
Yeah.
As soon as he leaves, he beeps the FBI.
Pay attention.
He gets in the fucking car. Now the tape's still on.
Yeah.
As soon as he leaves, he beeps the FBI. They call back. He's driving. He said, how'd you make
Pay
out?
attention.
He said, you blew me out of the water. He said, no. I still got charged with drugs. Well, if I don't find that fucking tape,
That's
Look at
right.
the books that's
we
behind
found
him, bro.
it. They didn't give it to us.
Yeah. So you went
That's
through it
our
all and
fucking
saved your life.
right there. Yeah.
So they would have tried the case without the beginning and without the end of that.
and just
And we listened from when he got in the car. We didn't listen to that. Like it,
Yeah.
not just the conversation when he was driving. You should see what he told. I guess he was committing crimes. He would put the radio rail out so we couldn't hear it. Motherfucker.
well, he was saying he was making a ton of money. I mean,
Now, behind him is
interviews and
Curtin.
said it. Yeah.
Fucking pig motherfucker.
And
Remember you had his
Pause
code?
it for 1 second. So I'm going to explain something to y'all. Behind him is actually PA codes. It's called pardons. You can look it up. Pardons. I've been in the law library with all these things. So I want y'all to understand that's Joey Molino, Skinny Joey, Philadelphia. This is I forgot his name. My bad. An attorney dude right there. That was for Joey Molino. Behind him are Shepherdized books. Joey and him. Behind him is Purdon's, the Philly Purdon's book. They're all the way up to, I forgot what number they go up to, but there's books. So the crazy part is I'm watching this video while y'all probably watching them. I'm watching what's behind them. Remember I told you I can sit in the law library and sit back and watch somebody and quote every book, which I just did. I can tell you what's in every last one of those books and how you can pull the book from the shelf and sit it down. Actually, Lance will tell you, am I lying, Lance? I did it at a law library in Jenkins. I'm live with Lance in Jenkins Law Library in Philadelphia, which I keep trying to get back to and do a live there, right? I told you I do it all the time. So I'm inside there and I'm pulling out Florida's motor vehicle law book. I'm pulling out New York's motor vehicle law book. All the books are right there sitting inside the law library. Everything that you're looking for is right there. And I was doing it live, sis. So if I didn't know what I was doing, how did I know where to go at? How did I know how to point those books out? Because I just showed you what they were. They're all there. So when we talk about journalism, that's what this is about. It's like, yo, I'm going to point these things out for you. Right? Ooh, that's some serious. Listen, sis, you have no idea. I keep trying to tell people, we can rent the room in Philadelphia. That's all I got to do is get the flight there, rent the room. It's $50 in Jenkins Law Library. It holds about 50 people. Holds about 50 people in Philadelphia Jenkins Law Library. I tell people this all the time, but they don't understand the seriousness. So I'm not going to go out my way anymore. I am truly not. We can have a bunch of people, literally. I'm not lying, sis. You think that I'm playing? What do you think this is? You think this is a joke, my G? No, this is a lot of stuff I got from Jenkins Law Library. And it will tell you about reparations. Reparations. Come on the feed for a minute, Lance. He was live. And as I'm talking to him, I'm doing a Zoom, I think I was, inside the law library. And I'm pulling out all of the things that you can listen. I'm going to be real. And I make it very, very simple for people. Most people say should be getting $80,000 to $100,000 for this. I'm being real with y'all. But I'm sitting in the law library and I'm pulling these things out inside in real time, saying, here it is. You got a mortgage. Okay, let's talk about this. Okay, you got taxes. Let's go to the tax law. I'm gonna bring all the tax law books to you, and we sit down and I explain every tax to you. This is the weirdest thing ever, right? As I'm doing all these things, I'm doing them live. You can't rebut it. It's attorneys all up in there. I can pull an attorney to the side and be like, listen, let me ask you a question. Am I lying? But y'all just don't want the truth. You want to keep complaining. That is the problem. They want to keep complaining and pointing fingers and think somebody's supposed to be dressed up and call Ben Crump to fix these problems. No. You can literally find domestic terrorism inside that law library. Believe me. You can definitely find domestic terrorism in there. Right? So he said the people called black are under a brainwashed. No, I wouldn't even say the brainwashed, because let's say mind control. Mind control and a spell, because the word spell is you casting spells on people. That's what spells are. You're casting spells on people when you throw things out there. Okay, Lance, what's up, bro?
What's going on, bro?
As I'm watching this video, right? I'm watching Joey Molino video. Now watch. I'm gonna give you a little bit more. Watch what he's saying.
The name Pig, he got mad. You had the bucket said pig on it. So what do you call me, a pig?
Yeah.
You look like a pig, you fat motherfucker. He gets in the fucking car. Now the tape's still on.
Yeah.
As soon as he leaves, he beeps the FBI.
All of those books behind him. And I'm sitting there looking at the books behind him like, nigga, I can tell you all. Just imagine, brother, me being in a room and I'm telling you to pick out every last one of those books. I can tell you what's inside the book and what page to go to. Just imagine. Like you saw what I did, right, Lance? You see how I was playing with you, right?
Yes, sir.
When I was in that law library. You think I don't know what I was doing? I knew what I was doing. I could tell you all of these things. Sit down with you, because this is what I do. This is Jenkins Law Library right there. Let me blow this up just a little bit. That was my phone. This is before the thing that happened with Israel. So excuse the Starbucks, George. You said Jenkins Law Library. Jenkins, no loans. And I was there doing a live, right? That's my phone. My battery was dying. This is all me. This is what I do when I sit inside law libraries. This is me all day long. There's a George Prudence again, American George Prudence. Proof and facts. This is me. But y'all don't want to hear this type of conversation. You know every goddamn thing. You know everything. But there it is right there. As I'm sitting there, I don't get paid $100,000 for this. No, I don't. I don't get paid $100,000. I should be. Mystic, what's good? So the weird part is, racism isn't a spell. No, when I said spell, anytime, let me explain these things to y'all just in case y'all don't understand how this go. Writing is very important. When you write your name, you curse your name. Nigga, that ain't, what kind of language is that when you curse your name? You ever, was you in school when they taught you how to cursive writing? Was you taught that in school, Lance?
Yeah.
You didn't realize what you were doing to yourself?
No. No, I never was taught that. I never was taught that.
But this is the weirdest thing ever. But we talking as journalists, right? And I'm sitting back. The only thing they weren't about is talking about Trump and what is happening with Trump. No, that's not. No, I don't need to hear that. This is me. Look, that's me in Emory Law Library in Atlanta. That's my son. If you notice, he's sitting in the back. That's my son in the back. I was doing a class in Emory Law Library. That's my son, Ibn. So this is the background, which I wrote on the board. So I was given the class even in Emory Law Library in Atlanta. But we don't want this information until we get in trouble, and then we want a microwave way out of it. Well, Sabir, you're supposed to do it for free. You ain't paying, you ain't helping me, B. Not one time you helping me. You don't call me and say, yo, brother, are you okay? Are you fine? You need anything? So you see that little one, you see my daughter in another room. And this is what is happening with our people, bro. We don't want this type of conversation. And I'm not coming down on my people. I'm going to be real with you, because people believe I'm coming down on them, and I'm truly not. I want y'all to respect what I do, or get the hell stepping, okay? Because I don't owe you nothing at all. If you respect this, you support this. That's how it is. Because I can walk you through all of this to say, here it is. This is what's going on. This is what is happening. Okay, you want it? This is what it is. I don't play this whole racism game, and I don't play those games, B. I truly don't. I'll do some serious research, and I don't do it online. If you're upset because I keep saying online, that's your business. I'm not talking about online. I sit in law libraries like this. That's what I do. I can tell you all about these attorneys and how it works. This is the eminent domain. I can tell you all about these things. You don't own your property, whether you want to believe it or not. You don't. Okay? You think these people are smart. And this is the forms that attorneys come out of. These forms are pre-printed up already. You think that they're smart. They're not. But you're intrigued with prestige because you believe that these people are smart. They're not smart people, G. They're not. That's why they keep giving you dudes like Ben Crump. That's why they keep giving you these dudes, and I'm trying to figure out why. This is crazy. But real stuff that we don't even want to talk about. We're afraid to talk about these things. Let's go further. This don't look like this is online, right, brother? But if I gave you this, you wouldn't believe me. Corpus Juris Secundum, Volume 7. You can Google this. That's not a Google piece of paper. The first duty is to the court. This is all attorneys and the public, not to the client. And then it says, whenever the duties of his client conflict with those he owes as an officer of the court of administration of justice. So you tell me, y'all tell me, who the attorneys really work for. Now, this is not, you can look this up. I know y'all like to Google stuff. Now go Google that. You really think these attorneys work for you, my J? Go look it up. Corpus Juris Secundum 7. I could walk you through all of this. The clients are wards. This is why they tell you to go vote in your ward, or you have a warden in prison. Y'all don't get it yet? I didn't make this up. This is in law. Somebody look up Corpus Juris Secundum books. Hey, my Instagram is great cut off, y'all, so bear with me. Give me 1 second. I want y'all to take a picture because I know y'all like free stuff. And then Lance, somebody gonna take it and to do a video and say, well, see, I knew this more than Sabir Bey. That's what they do. It's the typical.
That's crazy.
I knew more than Sabir Bey, brother. I'm gonna tell you. You think you know everything, nigga? I know enough. How about that part? I know more than. Believe me, I know more than what you think I know. Okay, trust me. I'm gonna test every last one of you. So, nobody should be going to jail. I told y'all this before. No artist should go to jail for tax evasion. No artist should be going to jail for none of these things. No. Nobody should be going to jail for these things. The person that should go to jail is the attorney. I'm going to repeat this again. And if I'm wrong, bring me all your best attorneys since y'all like prestige so much. The person that should go to jail is the attorney. It should never be the client, my niggas. So how they get people is under the RICO law. Remember I told you about journalism. Okay? So I'll give y'all time so you can, look that up. Corpus Juris Secundum 7. Okay? Corpus Juris Secundum 7, y'all. Let's go. One more time. Let's go. Share it out. Bring your attorneys. Bring your attorneys to the cipher, baby. Let's go.
Learn the lesson.
50 more years of hip hop.
Bronx action, more action, floor cracking, more passion. Beat my people at raw rapping. Let's go. Like I'm door dashing, assassin. You asking, who is this? And I'm still laughing. Forward thinking, never backtracking. Boom bapping, never rack lacking. Got my people all up in the place. Royalty, scar on their face. Chocolate rap, you can all get a taste. Architect, we built this place. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Time for the chase. Chase down traders, invading the space. Keeping in pace in a hole like an ace or an ace in a hole when I throw in the base. Race, no, you didn't really want to race. Chase, no, you didn't really want to chase. You don't want to see me when I come into place. Lyric after lyric in your motherfucking face. Y'all let me scream out what happened to his face. Mind them, I say him, I jet on the place.
Come on, share it out.
That's what happened when you speak your rapping and your skills are lacking and your beats are whacking and you meet the captain, the beats the dragon, your mouth is shut because you eat the magnum.
50 more years of hip hop.
Yeah, listen. All I do is spit raw. Stick around and you'll get more. This is what I spit for. That other shit I ignore. Show up at the spot, go off the top like a wig store. I give more. Rappers looking puzzled like they jigsaw. As you can see me rising like from the 3rd floor to the 6th floor. 1520 Centric Avenue. Come to a quick tour. Ben Aki, stop listening to hip hop culture's enemies and go to the website birthplace of hip hop.nyc. You know that this is where the truth at. Everybody that was old school was one time a new jack. So think about where you at and the future looking you back. Are you gonna be able to school cats or be with them fools at? I'm coming again with the boom back. Man, he just can't do that. So I bring my reps and effects when I'm swinging on these new jacks. All you hear is boom crack. You still asking who's that?
Come on, feed, baby.
Teacher, Newark, New Jersey. That's where the school's at. Listen, they switching up your whole position. Popeyes went from eating spinach now to frying chicken. You better listen. Knowledge reigns supreme. That other shit's weird shit. This that original foundation. Ooh, great weird shit. Yeah, I see the ice, but where them vocals at? You see the double metaphors I express on these vocal cats? I bring the focus back. This shit here is hot. We spitting after 50 years of hip hop. When we walk,
50 more years of hip hop.
we repping every block. We We are never gonna stop. We got
50 more years of hip hop.
breaking MC and writing beats.
Link is up.
We got
50 more years of hip hop.
the best and no less. Relieve the stress and stay fresh. We doing it.
50 more years of hip hop.
You see, we all here. We going 50 more years.
Damn, boy. I told y'all the link is up. So this is from a book. It said a fifth grader could figure this out. How could you be conscious and you can't still figure this out? How, Sway? Because what happens, distractions is a real. Y'all worry about everything else but real life. I told you this. If let me share this with you. My son was killed at 22 years old. Most people in ancient times didn't live past a certain age. If you're over 25 and you still acting like a child and you think you 10, you're done because you're an old head too. Most people don't live past 25. If you live past 25, even from my neighborhood, you blessed, B. I've been shot up multiple times and I'm still standing like a mother freaking. Still standing. My son was killed August 15th, 2020. August 15th. Coming up on August 15th soon. At 22 years old. Everybody has a mission. Everybody has a purpose. And if you don't know your purpose and you waste your time with bullshit, you're done. These niggas be in their 30s, 40s, and still haven't done nothing. And still sucking on the titty of the European. I'm being real with y'all because you're afraid. Can't be afraid, B. I would never look back and say, damn, I should have said that. Or wait till I'm 80, 60 something, 80 something, 70 something years old and sit up and say, oh, I'm going to start telling y'all, really, what's the deal, baby? No, it don't work that way. Okay? So a fifth grader can figure this out. We need more men to start standing up. Look, this is how you research people. A fifth grade can do it. So it's no excuse. You see that? Do the rest. Look, lack of copyright. Look for copyright. Verify multiple sources. Give me 1 second. Verify multiple sources. All right. This is all that's here. Give me 1 second. This is how you fact check things. This is how you fact check everything. Because facts can be researched, analyzed, and proven. And beliefs are what people believe in. We believe what people say. And believe means that someone told you that. Let me explain this to y'all one more time. The word belief means that someone told you. You drop it, it's going to be lied to. You're being lied to or misled. You don't get it? I'm going to be here forever, baby. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. Keep trying to tell you. Put me in a room with any attorney and have all those law books around me and see how that works. I keep trying to tell you, I'm working on going back to Philadelphia, y'all, so we can get this thing popping. Okay? So if y'all want to chip in, y'all can chip in because everything is based on sponsorship, okay? So, again, this was my newspaper when I was challenging the parking authority in Philly. How they was taking people's property without due process. And I brought up the RICO law. I brought all this up. Why would I keep going out on a limb for people that don't give a damn? I'm not doing that anymore. For what? Go back to my old videos. You'll see what I've been doing. You can't take somebody's property without due process. That's it. You can't. So if you got some receipts other than this, let me know because I'm going to take y'all back, okay? Can we have some fun for a minute, brother? What's up, brother? No more suits. What's good, homie?
What they do, a lock bar.
Huh?
I said a lock bar.
That's what's up. So I'm going to walk through some slides, people. I'm going to take y'all to my radio days real fast. And just for you new cats that don't understand who I am. Okay? So we're going to ask the questions, why though? So I'm going to walk y'all through some of my old shows.
Class in session. What is democracy? Yo, it's the rule of the people. The self-rule. It's what the people want. That's right. But is this a democracy? Nah, democracy is a goal to be attained. That's right. The character of the people should be reflected in the laws and the institutions of the state. I don't see my character reflected. Tell me why.
That's how I used to get down. See those boards right there? You have to know how to control all those boards. Not like this YouTube or this, what you call them stuff. Bear with me. I want y'all to pay attention to the boards. Okay?
All the schools, they falling apart. And why the youth not taking no music or art? And why the professionals really don't know where to start? No one really cares about why the people ain't trusting the law and the order. And why the hookers from 70s look like our daughters. And why the radio station, they help with the slaughter. No one really cares about the mind.
This is where I got my start at, right here. That's what I used to do. You see those boards right there, brother? You have to make sure everything was right. You see those peaks? Look it up. Okay, that's me.
Until it's time they doing a rhyme or ruin what you're doing if you crime it's doing. Let me tell you about getting your family out the mean ghetto to Green Meadows where you can probably be settled. That street level, freak level, pulling out heat level, eating meat level, the seat level, at that beast level. You gotta stand upright in a house with 3 levels where you don't even see devils unless he shovels the snow. Many philosophers live on the low, never crazy, hazy or lazy. We get up and go. What do you know? I'm always teaching after the show, not messing with hoes. I'm with my wife. My clothes, blowing my nose, delivering blows to foes with new flows that disappear when nobody knows. Cause I got too many questions, too many lessons I gotta go. Too many people stressing, but I gotta know why these officers gunning us down on our block and why the president never.
That was on LA Talk Live. Look at my hair, sis.
Cops and why the mayor don't even look like he is shot. No one really cares about why the call of the poor is always ignored and why the senators, governors breaking the law. Why they taxing and taxing and taxing the poor? No one really cares about you, me, or themselves. You can tell they living in hell, but they come on the TV looking so swell, selling you dreams of schemes of you getting green and cream, but they never explain the work in all the means. You got to visualize, put the lid on your eyes and visualize, minimize lies, see yourself bigger inside, quicker to rise up, wise up, climb up before your time's up. Why? All the schools they falling apart, and why the youth not taking no music or art? And
Philadelphia, with my brother Todd Tariq band back of me, my brother Malcolm right there. That's on WURD. I keep trying to tell you, I got receipts like a mug.
these professionals really don't know where to start. Why the people ain't trusting the law and the order, and why these hookers from 70s look like our daughters, and why the radio station ain't help with the slaughter. No one really cares about the votes, the politics, the government, you know. People basically have the government they want. If people felt this, they'd be out rebelling right now.
So that was my slide of all different. The one was LA Talk Live. I had KDU, NJC, you name it. That's my brother Todd's behind me. See, y'all, when I say these things, show me receipts. If you disagree with what I'm saying, don't act like you didn't see the link. The link is right there. So I can't speak for everybody else. I can only speak for Sabir Bey. But I do know that you can't do nothing without finances. And this is the thing, that you will support the people. So I told you to go get the Foundation of Black Americans, the ADOS, whoever else y'all cheerlead, and let's have a room set up. We can even meet in Philadelphia if y'all serious. And this is the thing, like if somebody called me out like that for real, I would literally get sponsors and be in the room, but they was like, this nigga Sabir is coming. Hold up, we don't want that work. Hold up, we don't want that work. So if we was to talk about citizenship, right? These are called mini discs, right? Let me just show y'all something. These are called mini discs. I'm gonna get this one printed up, sis. That was 2005. And I explained citizenship back then when I was on radio. This was when YouTube started on the scene. So these are called mini discs. All these are mini discs. These are what you call masters. Masters. And if you listen to these videos, you'll be like, this boy said that way back then. So if you got some receipts, let me know. Indian slaves. What? Indian slaves? What are you talking about, Indian slaves, brother? What? Which one? Pick your poison. Pick your poison on what I'm showing you. I met the brother who did this book. This book was like 25,000 or something like that. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but it is funny that he signed this book for me years ago. He signed this years ago. He said that he salutes you and honors. And he said, it's nice to connect with me. Go look it up. make me out of a liar. And he signed the book for me. Because back then, when I was doing all these things, I was bringing people to the radio. That's called journalism, people. And this is the attorney with Brother Taj Tariq Bey and I was in the room. We challenged these people years ago, people. That attorney jumped off the line with us, and this was in 2005, talking about the live stop in Philadelphia, which I just wrote my newspaper on. So how many more receipts do I need to show these people that's on this feed that's in their feelings? I'm not the one you want to test, B, and you ain't going to get famous trying to play with me. Now, if you think you that sharp, then you can put up some money and make it happen, and then we can make it a day, a whole day. What up, babe?
Karen's almost here.
Yes.
Let me call her.
Go ahead, but don't stay on the phone. So, any questions? So let me show you what journalism is about, okay? Let me read this to you, sis. Actually, this is a book. I got to probably get this book done over again. Yo, this is one of our lesson books. That was one of our lesson books. This is crazy as hell. The weirdest thing ever. This is one of the lesson books. I swear, y'all don't even understand. So I see some of y'all on this feed scared to come on the feed, but you're going to keep typing. So I don't know. My thing is like the dude wrote Black Indians, but if you got the book, he actually explains the Moors inside the book. So certain things, you know how you have to do certain things, sister, to catch people attention. Like if I like dudes do suits, they get on here and talk about exposed videos to get people's attention. You know, people that do videos like that, they do exposed.
Yeah, you gotta hide the medicine in the kids' candy.
That's all it is, B. This is all he was doing. But if you really read the book, it'd tell you the Moors support. You don't get it? Oh, y'all can get the book from me. I do have the book. You definitely can get the book. Okay? I know y'all don't. I told you I got a whole lot of stuff. A whole lot of stuff that y'all don't even know yet.
You said that one running for 2,500?
25,000. Look it up online. Look it up online. I don't even know why. I really don't know why. I don't. Because the weird part was he gave it to me because he knew I was into the radio. So it was weird as hell, bro. But you can get it less than that. I do have it. I can email it to you straight up. But the crazy part is I have so much, brother, that I can give these people. They have no freaking idea. But I'm very careful about what I'm doing. Aja, do not call her because she's at work, okay? Go look at the cartoon. Daddy Gray, get off and dress you, okay? The reason why I don't put certain stuff out here and sell certain stuff to people, because people will actually extra charge people that money that they themselves did not pay for, and nor did they do the research for. They didn't do the research. They try to benefit off of certain things. People hit me up about the Africa versus America. I wish I would, because the crazy part about us, it's not about the information and the people who actually want to go do the research. They're just trying to make a quick dollar. This is why I don't even tell people about this. I don't even really show this book to people. Everybody cannot get this. Everybody can, and I wouldn't do it. This book, brother, Africa versus America, is a hell of a book. A hell of a book. But if it's in Spanish, it's actually $430 in Spanish. It's only in Spanish and Arabic. I have the English version of this. Africa versus America. It's like a nail in the coffin, D. But again, we have to get the people's minds right first before we do that. If you didn't do the research, because they're nigga, I know what Sabir know. No, you don't. You don't know what I know, baby. And you know, I doubt that very seriously. You don't. Because you don't know what I've been through to get this information. So, if you and your feelings about it, come on a feed. All of these things, brother, can be broken down to its very last compound. So simple. So if y'all want certain things that I have, you can email me. And please don't ask me to just send it to you or send this to you. No. Tip like Kamala Harris is asking. She's asking for donations. She's a millionaire. She got a rich husband. My nigga, shit. So let's move forward. So let me read this to you first and foremost. We talk about journalism, right? Do you know that California is actually in a 38 billion, it may be higher now, a $38 billion budget deficit? Did y'all know that? And Negroes are asking for reparations. Well, they got money for immigrants because immigrants is under the nationalization. Y'all better study these things. You better study it. They have a nationality. I already did a couple of quick summaries. You can go online and look it up, okay? Look it up online. It's a hell of a book. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's a hell of a book. You see that? $38 billion deficit, and you talk about reparations. 38 billion. You can go online and look it up. I know some of y'all don't want to, but go look it up. How did you get all this information, Sabir? We are black journalists, brother. We're supposed to know these things, brother. We're black journalists. Okay? So when you talk about journalism, a whole lot of components, a lot of stuff go into this. I told you our real researchers get paid. They pay their journalists to go to certain places. They will pay.
Did you see that the journalists in Palestine, they said since October 7th, 125 journalists on both sides, Israel and Palestine, has lost their life. And
yeah,
so they're like soldiers. They're like literally like a soldier. They're on the front line, and they're not letting a lot of people actually be on the front line in Palestine right now. So
they're not, listen, bro, they're not listen, fam, these black people ain't going in. You know what black people do with journalism? This is what they do. I can't make this up. I love Candace Owens. This is so funny. Y'all can say what you want to say about her, but goddamn, this girl is renegade. Oh, this girl, she is so funny. But watch the black journalists. I told y'all the black journalism started in 1975 by Negroes. Here, listen to this.
Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman.
Well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always
But you know
identified
what?
as a black woman.
I
She went to a
respect
historically
either
black
one.
college.
I respect that, but she obviously doesn't. Because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do you
And
believe
I
that
think
she is
somebody should look into that too when you continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
I just love the way he says black.
Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always
But you know
identified
what?
as a black woman.
I
She went to a
respect
historically
either
black
one.
college.
I respect either one.
Hold up. She went to Howard University, right? This is the weird part. She went to Howard, right? Howard was by a European, General Oliver Howard. She said, this is the weird. Listen, man, black people, we done, brother Suits. We done. I just said, she said she went to a black college. Howard University was by a European. Do she know that?
Sabir, this is sad. They said that was disrespectful, the question that he asked. I mean, but we all want to know. And then like when you look into her heritage, her grandfather, her mother's father worked in the Indian government.
Brother, I did a whole video on this, but the black journalists are the ones that say we ain't gonna talk to Sabir because he might mess our money up. He might mess the money flow up. Woo! You can't help these black people in the United States, boy. You cannot help black people in the United States.
But that's like I said, like she never came out her mouth and said she's black. It's the people that's
She
putting that
never
black
even been
label
around.
on her.
Listen, she never even been around. You ain't never hit. She would never take a picture. Listen, if you notice, have you ever noticed that all of them go to black churches and black people? Why would she go to Atlanta? Just think about it. She ain't never been to Atlanta before a day in her life to go there. Like, she go to Atlanta. Like, she was just in Philadelphia, I heard. I'm like, nigga, I'd have been like, nigga, you crazy. They always cut the videos because they don't want. But come to my YouTube channel. To hell with these people. Come to the YouTube channel. I don't care about Instagram or YouTube. I mean, Instagram. But the weird part is, I'm looking at Negroes in Philly clapping. Kamala's here. Look. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with our people? They only come around when they want something. And they know Negroes are suckers. I'm just being 100 with y'all. Negroes are suckers. Mystic, what up?
What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Everything is good, man. And just doing a lot of moving around, man. I got a tour I'm going on next month with Rock Marciano, so I'm getting prepped for that.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes.
I'm trying to make my way back to Philadelphia, man, but those prices is kind of high. Them plane tickets is crazy, dude. So I got to segue probably through Chicago, then come to Philly, because I'm not scamming nobody. I can't tell people drop me $1,000, B. You know what I mean? Because a flight from Cali to go back to East Coast is like $600 one way. I don't care if you even flying Spirit. You got 10-hour layovers, boy. So hopefully somebody can say, yo, brother, I got you. Be a sponsor. And then I could do something in Philadelphia at Jenkins Law Library. How about that part? So
I might make that trip.
You say you make the trip, you can help with the trip. How about that part? You said make.
And I need help, bro. I'm struggling my damn self.
Hey, listen, you got kids?
Yeah, I'm going to get my daughter right now.
Yeah, man, that's a mother freaker right there, boy. Somebody said fly out of Ontario. I've tried every airport. It's not about where I'm flying from. Are you going to donate? Everybody got an opinion. You should fly out of something. You think I don't know all these things yet? What's wrong with our people, man? Shit, they do everything to avoid what I just said. I'm gonna avoid that part right there, but I like what he says, but I ain't gonna support it. That's the problem. So let's go forward, y'all.
That the topic of nationality.
Let's go.
Why is it that the topic of nationality seems to be a forbidden fruit within the Black conscious community? A topic so fundamental yet so conspicuously absent from the dialogues of foundational Black Americans, Pan-Africans, Cometians, and others. Why is it that these thought leaders, these influencers, these voices of enlightenment avoid speaking on the topic of nationality? One might wonder if there is a conscious effort to keep this topic under wraps. Is there a hidden agenda at play here? Could it be that the silence around nationality is not merely an oversight, but a deliberate act? In the vast world of the Black conscious community, discussions range from historical achievements to current social issues, from cultural identity to spiritual awakening. Yet when it comes to nationality, a defining aspect of our identity, there is a deafening silence. Could it be possible that these voices we look up to are being incentivized to keep the topic of nationality off their platforms? It's a thought that might seem far-fetched, yet it's not entirely outside the realm of possibility. After all, we live in a world where money often dictates the narrative. Could it be that discussing nationality would affect their paychecks, disturb their revenue streams, or upset their financial apple carts? Maybe, just maybe, there is a fear that broaching the topic of nationality would open a Pandora's box of legal implications and questions about status. Perhaps it's easier to stick to the same narrative to avoid rocking the boat too much. After all, it's much safer to tell than to show, to speak than to delve into the intricacies of law or status. It's a curious thing to ponder, isn't it? The lack of discussion around nationality within the Black conscious community. A community that prides itself on promoting awareness, knowledge, and truth, yet seems to shy away from one of the most defining aspects of our identities. And so, it begs the question, isn't it time for them to come clean with their audience? Isn't it time for these voices to break the silence, to address the elephant in the room, to start a conversation around nationality? The next time you find yourself on their feed, scrolling through their content, listening to their words, challenge them. Ask them why they skip over this all-important topic. Ask them why they choose to silence the discussion around nationality. In a world where knowledge is power, it's time to question the silence. It's time to demand answers. It's time to break the silence on nationality within the Black conscious community. Because if not now, then when? And if not us, then who?
That's what y'all should do. So don't get scared, y'all. I know they're going to call y'all tethers. I know they're going to tell y'all tethers, and they're going to call you coons. You're going to get upset and get in your feelings. Oh my God, I don't want to get on Tariq's show because Tariq calls tethers. Tell him, educate Tariq Nasheed on what tether means. So let me explain to you what he wears around his neck every day. Tariq Nasheed wears a tether around his neck every day. So for the record, a tether means something that's tied. That's what tether means, tied. So he wears a tether around his neck. So the kids is only one race, baby. All of these people come from your ancestors. All of them come from your ancestors. You just don't have the knowledge. All of them come from your ancestors. Race law stories. Y'all don't get it? Y'all don't get this? There's a law out in California. It's called Yellow by Law. Yellow by Law. Read this book. I know y'all don't want to read because reading is fundamental. The crazy part is I laugh at Donald Trump because Donald Trump be playing the hell out of you cats like a violin. They be bring the niggas in. Because y'all still haven't caught up with the propaganda yet. Because most of y'all still like to follow crowds. And on top of that, oh, you should get this book too and read it. In this book by Frantz Fanon, I wish Frantz Fanon had what you call it, iTunes. So
yes, sir. Good book there.
Yo, family. Yo, he said, I can quote this book. He said, the Negro today is the inferiority of the Black man, especially evident in the educated Black man. He talks about inferiority in his book. And he also talks about all they ask of the Black man is to be a good nigga, and the rest going to follow on his own. All they ask of the Black man is to be a good nigga, and the rest going to follow on his own. He also speaks about the inferiority of the Negro. And he said it's evident in the educated Black man. He didn't say the common man. He said the educated Black man. Well, let me see if I can find it real fast for you.
The most indoctrinated man.
He said the African today is the feeling of inferiority, right? By the Blacks, especially evident in the educated Black man who is constantly trying to overcome it. And the methods that he used, wearing the Europeans' clothes, rather they are rags or the up-to-date style in furniture. He been said this. So just watch the people. Watch all the Black people that you see that's running around out here. They're trying to keep up with them. It's not, listen, family. They already know. Let me help y'all out. They already know what's going on. Okay? So who turned me on to Tommy to that book? Hold up. They learning about that, man. That's the old man. He was checking out the science of my shirt.
Of course.
You know,
You got to have it.
You got to have.
Oh, you got to have it. What we have here is we have the Olmecs right here.
They don't know nothing about that, man.
That's the Olmecs. So that
who are the Olmecs?
Well, the Olmecs are some stone.
Brother Tommy Davidson.
And it was what is today Costa Rica and Panama. But it's proof that the Africans were in Northern America before before Columbus and the Americans, which stands to reason because the Moors gave them the navigational instruments and the navigational knowledge to know where that stuff was first. But truthfully, the reason why the Portuguese started the slave trade, it made all the sense in the world because they were the first ones to know that stuff was over there. And Christopher Columbus, as we know of, Christopher Columbus was one of the first actual slavers to go up and down that coast. So it stands to reason.
So,
but actually, he was lost.
Exactly.
He was lost. He was lost, and he had Moorish captains, so he didn't know where he was or if he was even going to be able to re-find him. This night right here,
this is Tommy
Davis is in the middle. That's Tutankhamun's sarcophagus. You gonna have to leave. Okay, you got to leave, baby. If you can't be quiet. What's?
This is a whole video for the record, y'all. It's called "The Truth Is No Joke." I did with Tommy Davidson. Okay.
From where?
Come on, let's go.
That's an Italian girl got put out the room.
You got baby. You can't laugh through this.
Come on.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Excuse me.
What's wrong?
Let's go. Come on.
You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get out of here.
I gotta go home.
Why?
So funny. You're so funny.
Talk about right, me?
Let me tell you.
Yeah. Where you from, babe?
Brooklyn.
No, your family.
Ethnicity.
Brooklyn, New York.
Ethnicity.
Yeah, I'm American.
No, you're Italian, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's why about it.
Okay.
Yes, it's spiritual.
Okay. Now,
yeah, because
we're gonna talk
Italians
about
don't
that
understand
because
how
you know what? It's so.
That was a spiritual
It is
reaction.
sad. It was sad that.
No, that was a spiritual reaction.
No, this is. I know that, and this is like when you were saying that she knew. And if I was, it's a movie with.
No, innately, she knew.
Exactly.
That's all. It wasn't. It has nothing to do with her.
Wow.
It's almost like when you come to a brother.
Come on,
and you say, man, do you know where the? I'll give you an example. I got a cab this morning, and I had my bags at the curb, and the black guy from Ethiopia, opened the trunk. He said, "Come on," and I said, "If I have to move my own bags, I'm not tipping you." So when we got to the hotel, he looked at me and I said, "I told you I'm not tipping you," and he looked a little confused. The reason why he was confused was because he didn't understand why he didn't help me with the bags in the first place. And that's what Frantz Fanon, who's one of the foremost psychiatrists and psychologists of our time, who was actually blocked out of the picture, who Malcolm X studied from, Mandela studied from, and Fidel Castro studied from, who died in the late 50s in a hotel room with the CIA in front of it. But he's foremost psychiatrist, and he published a book called, he has a book that was published of all of his work and his essays on the racism that's in European psychologists, Jung and Freud and their theories. Not only that, but he set all the modern reforms that are in mental hospitals these days. Wow. So they were set up like prisons. He's the one, it was his idea that you can open them up and let people walk around. He also overthrew the Algerian government while running the top paper in Algeria and treating the revolutionary soldiers in the hospital at the same time, served in the war, and is from Martinique.
You on point, man. I thought
yeah.
Don't get it twisted, man.
So,
you think
my point is that what Frantz Fanon's theory, psychological theory, is that we're in a post-colonial psychology. And what he calls that is an auto-destructional stage, which is the oppressor will oppress for so long that the oppressed no longer have to be physically oppressed. They do it to themselves automatically. Exactly. So he was having a psychological response to me, not understanding that it was elicited by what Fanon described. You see what I'm saying? But what it did was it hurt his income. So see, what we do is we hurt ourselves in that way. That's all. And so the same reaction came from her. It's not conscious. It's not conscious. What has happened to us is a lot deeper than conscious, because if it wasn't, we can just figure it out.
So what? So I'm going to explain this to y'all, okay? So that was an Italian girl, right? That was an Italian woman, was a groupie. She was a groupie. And she thought she was going to sleep with Tommy Davidson. So I just messed up the whole program. That's all I did. I just messed up the whole program. So she couldn't go home with Tommy. That's a whole video. The video is called "The Truth Is No Joke." I shot that in Philadelphia with Tommy Davidson years ago. So, and I'm going to show y'all what we're talking about, why she was laughing. The only people that don't know who they are is black people. Now listen to this. Now bear with me.
You're Sicilian, huh?
Ooh, classic scene here.
You're Sicilian, huh? Sicilian.
That's why
No.
she's laughing. You know the history.
I read a lot, especially about things, about history. I find that shit fascinating. Here's a fact. I don't know whether you know or not. Sicilians were spawned by niggers.
Come again?
No, it's a fact. Yeah. You see, Sicilians have black blood pumping through their hearts. And no, if you don't believe me, you can look it up. Hundreds and hundreds of years ago, you see, the Moors conquered Sicily, and the Moors are niggers.
Wow.
See, way back then, Sicilians were like wops from northern Italy. They all had blonde hair and blue eyes, but well, then the Moors moved in there, and well, they changed the whole country. They did so much fucking with Sicilian women, that they changed the whole bloodline forever. That's why blonde hair and blue eyes became black hair and dark skin. You know, it's absolutely amazing to me to think that to this day, hundreds of years later, that Sicilians still carry that nigger gene. Now this, I'm quoting history. It's written. It's a fact. It's written.
Can I see the title of the video, brother?
Romance.
No. Your ancestors are niggers. Hey. Yeah. And your great grandmother fucked a nigger. Oh, yeah. And she had a half nigger kid. Now, if that's a fact, tell me, am I lying?
So why do you think, and you from Philly, Mystic, we know Joey Molino had dark hair.
Yeah, man.
Right? Joey Molino, which I just showed him, right? In order to be a real godfather, you have to have Sicilian in you.
That's
right?
a fact.
This is a fact, right? So I was on this place. If y'all never heard of this place, it's a place called Malta. I don't know if how many of y'all familiar with Malta. Malta is a little island, in the Mediterranean. It's crazy as hell. You could take a ferry directly into Tip. I think it's Naples. It's in southern Italy, right? You can take a ferry straight there, right? I didn't do the ferry, but I stayed in Malta for a while. And as I'm in Malta, I'm talking to people that's there. It's a language called Sikalo-Arabic. The language is called Sikalo-Arabic, which is Italian and Arabic mixed. You can go online and look it up too. So when you're in these particular places, when you travel, you start seeing things. And they start saying, "Oh, wait a minute, B." Like, yo, they know the history. Negroes want to be talking about we're black, brother. Like, this is the weirdest thing ever. This is why I said journalism is, dude. Like, these dudes who I watch on social media, I've been on for almost 2 hours. You know they didn't jump on the feed yet, and I'm giving them the opportunity. If you disagree with anything Sabir Bey saying, hit the link, baby. Look what my sister said. Are the Africans? He said, hurting ourselves, not supporting Sabir Bey show. And that's true. It's all love with me. I expect that from our people. See, when you expect certain things, you don't get upset. But I do expect that from our people. So I'm going to show you a little bit more and how we are hurting ourselves. How many people ever saw this article before? In 1936. We talk about journalism, right? 1936, December the 7th, where it talks about upon the black Moors from Africa. Now, this is journalism, right? Hold on, I got another one. Let's go to this one too. This one is from November 28th, 1888. It also says the black Moors from Africa. Show me your proof, B.
Hey, quick side note, brother. So I was and I don't want to, cut you off. I swear. But I was playing this game, right? and the game is called Uncharted, right?
Mm.
And I've been calling my brothers, and I'm gonna put it on the screen real quick. I'm gonna try to with my hardest, just so I can, I know people watching.
It's called Uncharted.
It's called Uncharted, but listen to this and look at the screen while I play this. Let's see.
Yeah, they actually made a movie from it too.
Oh snap! Hold up.
Let's get up, looks Moorish.
Wow, you freaking serious?
So,
wow.
I'm a big game head, and this is not the only game I noticed they hint the Moors in. One of the top games in the industry right now, Call of Duty. I can pull that clip up. There's one mission when you got to the jail, and it's in the clip while they flying past the jail, the Moorish flag is flying right in your face.
Yo, these.
So I try to show this to the young, because I'm like I always say I'm young, and I try to show it to my people. Like, bro, they be hitting at who we really are in the games and the movies. Like, it's all right there.
It will always put directly in your face. Why you think nobody talks about this man right here? Look what this paper says, Afro-American newspaper. Why nobody's talking about this newspaper? This is the oldest newspaper. This is called the Afro-American newspaper. Why? Now, let me show you something, how crazy this is. This is Langston Hughes in 1937. I have the newspaper. Wait a minute, let me show you. Right? Look at this. When Langston Hughes said that they've been used as pawns, it's the same thing that's happening in the States. They're being used as pawns. But you, as a journalist, right, you don't take sides. Journalism is journalism, right? Journalism is journalism. But for some reason, if you talk about these things, you will not get the backing that you need. Journalism is journalism. I told you I can connect all the documents. I got so many documents, bro. So many.
That's
documents.
why Kanye West stumbled over his words in the interview I was watching. A lot of people was calling him crazy, but I hinted at it. He brought up the Moors, but like I said, he was like, I can't rock with it because at the same time, it's people like him, brother. I feel like, I really feel, I ain't gonna say I know, but I feel like, dude, don't subliminally hit at what's going on.
Brother, let me tell you something. Look at the sister, what she just said. Who supported me? Who? Ain't one person say, yo, I'm gonna drop something on you, Sabir. I want you to understand the mindset of them. If they say it, you won't support it. Y'all not getting this. How many times I gotta beat people in the head so y'all can understand what's going on? I'm the crazy one. I don't get people throwing me thousands of dollars, bro. I'm being real. I don't even get, nobody even comes. If anybody thinks that I'll be getting money like that off YouTube, like on here, donating, I don't. I'm being real with y'all. I probably get 2 or 3 people, the same people every time. Yes, people. Yes, baby. So I'm not expecting Ye to say anything because our people won't support it. Yes.
And I agree with that. I agree with that because it's truly not up to Kanye to actually say what is needed to be said. It's truly up to us to uphold what our ancestors truly created. Like I hear people keep saying, "Oh, the Constitution ain't for us." It ain't. No, it's not for Black people.
It's not for nobody. It was restrictions on government. That's what the Constitution was based on. It's restrictions on government, not you. You follow me?
Right.
That's how this set up. But we don't want to have these conversations. Negroes. I was in London, and I was in a barrister's house. Her and her husband. They opened up their house to me, and I'm in their house. We up till 4 o'clock in the morning talking. She might be watching this. Her and her husband. She said Black people in the States are creatures of, what did she call them? No, she didn't call them creatures of comfort. That was Umi.
Creatures of comfort.
No, that was Umi said, but she said that trauma. We love the trauma cup. That's what she called it, the trauma cup. This is why when you look at all, everything is trauma. Go to the door, no return. Trauma. It's all trauma with us. That's what sells. So I can't say or tell y'all what I'm speaking about when I talk to Yasin Bey, better known as Most. I can't even tell y'all the conversation we had. Because why? None of y'all will support it. This is the reality. I say all the time, I'll sit in the room with your best scholars, your best leaders, your best people. I'm the crazy one that would take the risk, my G. I'm the
Not
crazy
even
one.
not even this most def. I include you in that as well, because I feel like when you listen to people like Sabir Bey, Mos Def, a KRS-One, a Taj, you need to really understand language. And if you're coming into it as something new, just sit back, listen, and then go do that on your own research, like y'all always say we need to do. I never got on your feed or anybody's feed that I just said, and y'all was like, yeah, what I just said is a fact. Woo, woo. No, go do your own research. Prove me wrong.
It's a lot.
And it's
to this,
like,
bro.
damn, like I messed my lady up the other day, brother. I asked her, I say, babe, how would you feel if I called you queen, right? And she like, well, you know, I don't really worry about that, but I know I'm a queen. So I say, well, what if I tell you queen means whore? And she went to look it up. And it's like, damn, mine was blown. Like, she's sitting laying right next to me, like, are you fucking serious? And I'm like, it's real.
Yes.
We out here saying shit and don't understand language.
It's a vibration.
Then when
brother.
you try to talk to black people and tell them go look it up, I don't need to look it up. Okay,
Negroes ain't
well,
looking it
conversation's
up.
over.
This is the thing. When you look it up, you're gonna see, and then you're gonna say, "Damn, dude." That means now you got the information. Now you purposely being ignorant. You see what I'm saying? So I've sat with Sunshine. What did I tell you yesterday when I was talking to you on the phone? I'm not gonna say no name. Didn't I tell you how I talk to certain people that I know personally, and they tell me, "Oh, I shouldn't say this. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Oh, you should say it this way." Like literally, these are celebrities. I'm dead serious. I have so many conversations with them, and I don't fault them. I'm gonna be real. I don't. Y'all may say, because they're not political leaders. You follow me? They're just actors. They're just entertainers. But they're not like the older people, like Muhammad Ali and them. You see what I'm saying? That was doing stuff in his prime. Because
okay, and I think that's my issue.
And that's the thing, brother.
I'm
because
young.
our people don't support. Our people don't support that. I wasn't around when they was doing that stuff back then. Muhammad Ali, you know, when they stood up to these people, like I'm seeing it. I just studied history, and then now,
but they fake trying to do it though, and I think that's why most of our people get mad at these industry cats, because truly they fake try to do it. Like one of the biggest NBA players right now.
I think they suffering from like a different form of cognitive dissonance. Like they have amassed this amount of money. And if they say they do want to expose certain things, but if they do it and it loses them their endorsements and they lose their livelihood, they're like, dang, like what was all
And
that for? And
I agree with that, and I'm gonna use what Brother Sabir say. I'm gonna take what you just said, and like you said, I agree, it's a fact, because at the end of the day, if they was to speak that, the people themselves ain't gonna really support them when the NBA take that money away or that contract away. So I agree with that, and that's a fact. Because like Sabir say, why didn't the people support him?
I lost a lot of money, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I had people that offered me like literally almost $100,000. I'm the dumbass one. Like seriously, I sat in rooms and they watched this video. They watch all my videos. I get phone calls from. If I ran the names down, you'd be like, "Damn, dude, for real." And it's like, I have to talk ratchet. I have to talk about what they want me to talk about. Us beefing with each other. I don't have beef with nobody because I don't be eating meat. So let's leave that one out the gate. I don't even eat meat. So I don't have no beef with nobody. If they got beef with me, I tell them to come to the feed. You never come to the feed. Tell me what you don't like about me. What did I present to you that wasn't true?
Yeah.
And this is what, and you expect a celebrity to do this, motherfucker? I'll be like, nigga, no. That's why you never hear me come down on them. I never come down on them because I know them.
When I'm hearing them, like as I was putting in when it was in the YouTube, and I was putting in, and I had put in the comments, I had said, that people have this opinion of that man Donald Trump, but I honestly think in a subliminal way he's trying to put black people on game. Like, bro, if I get in office, if you act black, I'm gonna treat you black. But if you act like you have your sovereignty, then I'm going to treat you like that as well. So I just like when it comes to those entertainers, I don't know how they're not able. I mean, they are entertainers at the same time. Like they're not really creatives. I mean, they're not creative. They're not like intellectuals to some extent. So I don't think they've come up with a creative way to, you know, put the message out there so that it doesn't lose them endorsements and they, you know, turning people on.
Everything is endorsements, brother. And let me say this to you. If this is false, phony, y'all got the floor right now to confront me. If it's fake, phony, and false, bring it. This is the weirdest thing ever. If I give you the opportunity and you're not a man enough to confront me, then something's wrong with you. You follow me? Not typing. I mean, come face to face with me. And this is the thing. Like, I'm watching this unfold, and I can't get into other people's business. And if I'm on the phone with you and have a private conversation with you, then I'll tell you certain things, and I'll tell you how the conscious people are in this conscious community. I told my sister that. She know what happened. I told her a lot of stuff when I was on the phone with her yesterday, and she shared some stuff with me. Y'all think I don't know these people. I know them very well. Yeah. So they never confront me and say it's false and phony. You notice they never come to the feed and tell me. You'll try to sway me and leave a message or a text message or a comment, but never come on the feed and prove nothing. I said that was wrong. Because you can, again, tie me up and do it tonight or tomorrow, and I guarantee I'm going to come out on top. And that's going to only open up more stuff. Straight up. It's only going to open up more stuff to show you how crazy this is.
It kind of shows the integrity that you held. Because as I'm listening to that previous, you know, interview that you were having with Tommy Davidson, like the other day when I was listening to, I think it was Red Pill, and he was saying, I remember that time, like I had just went into the military when the conscious community was like popping, like y'all was on Sonetta TV and everything was, and it was kind of like y'all had like superpowers, like for real, and y'all probably still do, but because of how the thing has shifted and people don't really know who were the people that have been holding down the conscious community over this decade of you know, certain conscious people like accepting clout over real progress.
Yup. A lot of these conscious cats did. A lot of them did that. A lot of them.
Like you held your integrity, and that's why a lot of people don't care to check it. It's like, why would you send yourself into a battle knowing that this guy didn't do any of the dirt that we're doing? Like you already had, you know enough about these people to really expose them in a public venue if they were to accept that challenge.
Yes, baby. I can expose a lot of these dudes. I just don't do it. Yeah. I can expose all these
dudes. That's real.
That was well said, man. You said something that I just learned something. I just learned something from what you just said, though. That's real. Okay. Oh, I wondered that growing up, like when I was growing up, learning about the Martin Luther Kings and the Malcolm X and the Marcus Garveys, what he just said is a vital and crucial point that I feel like was blocked out to me. Cause that real talk, I was thinking that where was the conscious community when I was coming up? The only conscious person I really had in my life truly was my father. He always said something that made me think. Always.
What happened to the conscious community? And I told my sister this, and I'm going to get rid of this, brother. Family, I thank you so much for joining me, but now I'm going to block you for eternity. So hopefully you make another page and grow up, okay? So have a wonderful evening on purpose. Peace. You kept typing. I told you I'll give a person an opportunity. I pay attention to everything. So I'll just get rid of you, make you create another page. So if I give you the opportunity to come on the feed, you don't come on. That's not my fault. But the weird part is, in this conscious community, niggas went to Atlanta and wanted to be fake famous. This is what happened in the conscious community. I'm being real with you. The National Black Theater, brother, was the foundation of a lot of stuff, bro. I'm going to be real. We allowed them to get rid of the National Black Theater, bro. Like, and discredit BAM and the whole 9 yards. This is the craziest thing ever with Moors. Like, these dudes are so fake and phony in this conscious community, and I'm calling it for what it is. If I'm wrong, share it to them and tell them to set it up on their platform any given day and see if I'll bite my tongue. I never bit my tongue.
I share with them regardless.
You know what I mean? I don't run from none of this because I have always held my integrity and I never switch sides. When Tariq comes, niggas jump over with Tariq Nasheed. I'm going to go over here with Tariq Nasheed because Tariq is like a vulture too, B. We have vultures amongst our own people. So niggas are jumping over because on something and got all this money from y'all, switching from being the Moor and talking about Moors to switching to talk about reparations and then switch. What? Come on, family.
So the National Black Theater is the child of the Harlem Renaissance. Like that's
no,
what
it was. But at our time, what it was for people that don't know, the National Black Theater was a meetup group. Like we used to have it. I believe it was every Wednesday. It was Africa Bambaataa that got everybody to do classes in there. I don't care who you were on a Harlem. And then when that scandal and all the stuff started happening, because they always have to discredit somebody. When they see, y'all don't even understand, the stories is deeper than what y'all think it is. I'm dead serious. So they have to break the person and make the people go against the individual. This is what they tried it with me. Tariq Nasheed tried it with me. But the nigga
Alex York was telling them that.
Yeah. Never had the heart to come to me and say nothing to me. Share this out the top. Open LA. Don't ever think this nigga right here, you gonna slap, you gonna walk free. I'm from South Philadelphia, nigga. I don't care how big you are.
I got a question, brother. I got a real question. And I asked my brother this when I first got into the knowledge, but I want to ask you. How many people do you think, regardless of, the donations, right? How many people do you think like is really backing you? Because man, I try every day to join your feed. Like
okay, which way? Financially or what? Because there's only about 3 people.
So in the way that I'm thinking, right? Let me say this. The way that I wouldn't only back you financially. Me personally, I can only speak for myself.
Yeah.
So the way that I'm speaking in is like, dude, if I had anybody to try to represent us as a people, you're one of the top names. So when I say go to bat, I'm like, nigga, we protecting this nigga.
Oh, don't take that personal, y'all. We say nigga. Sorry, y'all. We say nigga a lot. Okay. So don't take it
personal.
I
mean it like, but that's how I feel. Like me personally, after watching you for so many years and learning so much, I'm like, dog, everybody in this feed, including people that I shared out with, is like, dog, we need to get this nigga seen. And we need to be on the same fucking accord, excuse my language. We can't just make him put him on the front line, but we not knowing what he talking about. Nah, we gotta be on the same accord and protect this man, along with the ties to Tariq Bays and the Most Defs and the KRS-Ones.
I agree. I mean,
KRS-One is crazy with it, dude. I be talking to Chris. It'd be so many conversations I have with Chris, man. That nigga is crazy. Like, I'll be like, he in Jersey, go see him. Y'all want to go holler at KRS-One. That nigga don't run from nobody. Trust me, he don't run. Cause that nigga, I saw that nigga throw niggas. Try it. I swear to God. Like, but the thing is, they have people speak a certain way, right? Because they know that support is not there. And we can talk about all these other things, but I'm telling y'all, it's real. I'm so serious, B. It's weird, Mystic. I'll be in places, I'll be looking at people with a third eye. I was on a train, on a bus, a shuttle, going from one part of the airport to the other part. The dude was on the train. He asked me where was I from, and then we started talking. I had my beads on, and we started talking about history on the train, and it was weird. But when you travel like that, you talk to people. You know what I mean? You learn a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You learn a lot. Real rap. And it's a lot to this.
It sounds like, because if you was having that conversation, how long ago was that you was having that conversation with Tommy Davis?
That damn conversation was probably, if you look on it, it may have been 14, 15 years ago.
So you're a master teacher.
I've been doing this over 25 years, bro. I mean,
I was just about to say that, bro.
Yeah, he been doing this for a long time.
I told you, if I show you these radio shows, bro, let me help you out. I keep trying to tell people. My brother's from Philly. He knows. Look at this. This is 2004. That's called Heritage. This History of the Moors. These are radio shows. So these things are Mother the Matrix 2004.
Yeah.
These are radio shows. So the crazy part is I've been there. I understand it. I just sit back and just watch people and listen to people. I just listen to everybody. Be like, really? Where do you get that from? Seriously? You understand? I did radios at different radio stations. Like when you had to hold your boards down. It's a lot that goes into this. And when you sit back and you listen to a lot of these people, I'm telling you, Even my man Stevie Wonder. Much as this man know, I swear to God, you ain't gonna hear him say nothing to y'all publicly. It's things that he would tell me not to put. Like if I call Stevie Wonder on the phone, he'll pick up his phone. You know what he'll tell me? Are we live? Like he'll say, okay, don't talk about it. Like it's that type of stuff because he may say something to me and he would tell me you way ahead of your time of what you're doing. I swear to God. He would sit there and be like, don't say this. Okay, don't like literally. It's not to be afraid. It's just that you have to protect yourself. And that's what Umi said to me, Yasim's mother, before she passed away. She said, Sabir, be careful because black people will try to stop you from getting certain stuff.
Correct. And that's why we can't, if we're getting, like, I'm thinking about like how they used to be recording the videos because I used to listen to Bobby Hemmett. Like,
no doubt. Shout out to Bobby Hemmett. Bobby Hemmett, I used to go to all his classes. He used to say, cite your sources. I love Bobby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He said,
so now as I'm listening to like you, like the last thing we actually want to do if you know, in supporting this brother is putting him in the limelight. Because just like he was saying, you'll get got quick, like by people that just look like us and don't really have the and become shocked by the information and will receive anything to prove it to be incorrect, even if that means violence.
And hearing that honestly, bro, like it's like nothing you just said was wrong again. It's just like hearing that as a young man, it kind of makes my blood boil, bro. Like, because
I'll tell you something before I go.
I hate it.
Let me share this with you. You know, when I was in Philadelphia, right? 19 Keys reached out to me, right? He was in Philly. I spoke at the Miriam Theater, but I had a song that was coming out on, and it was called "Knock 'Em Out the Box." For some odd reason, that song got lost in translation. I don't know if y'all noticed it got lost. I was like, how the hell? I was at the pre-check, right, and told him the song I wanted to come out on, "Knock 'Em Out the Box." And I think he got a wind of that and said, "No, don't bring this. We can't have him come out on that." I swear to God, it was so funny, right? And the weird part was I brought Taj on the stage with me because it was me. Because I said, "Yo, man, I heard you in my hometown, Philly." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, what's up?" He said, then he hit me back, said, "Yo, you want to come on and speak, right?" I don't know how many of y'all been there. So I gets there, I calls Taj, "Yo, Taj, what's up? You want to come?" I'm bold to the motherfucker. I said, "Yo, Taj, you want to come?" I had Taj come on the stage. He opened, right? He was on the stage with me. If y'all go ask 19 Keys about it. And I brought him on, but the song I supposed to came on was "Knock 'Em Out the Box," Chris. Knock 'em out, because I was going to knock him out, right? So the weird part was the thing about these conscious people, they're forced to do what they're doing. When he was overseas recently, 19 Keys, he called me from, I don't know if y'all know this, and I'm telling y'all this. He called me from Barcelona and said, where can I find the history of the Moors at? I said, brother. And then he said, I'm gonna have you on my show, The High Level, and talk about the Moors. That's been a while ago. I want y'all to understand how they operate. You're not that busy. You follow me? That he had all these people, and it's almost been a year. But don't ever tell me you're that busy. And this is the thing I want y'all to understand. They have a team behind them. Urban Legions, whatever these people are. Those are the ones that's putting up the money. So I want y'all to understand what is real and what is not. I will knock anything out the box and bring whoever I choose if I'm coming there. And that's why I brought Taj. But all of this fakeism that people are doing in the conscious community because they want prestige. They want to play dress up. They want people to follow them. Taj don't want you to follow him. I don't want you to follow me. You follow me? We say do the research. And this is why stuff being blocked and don't get supported, because in reality, a lot of these conscious people talk about you behind your back. And I'm going to let these conscious cats know, I do know that you do, because all this stuff comes directly back to me. I keep trying to tell you, shh, be careful sometimes who y'all talk to, because people sit right in that room and be like, let me tell you who just said something about you. Now, I can run the names down to you.
It's funny you say that. That just happened at work to me today. I'm sorry to cut you off.
It's okay.
I'm sorry to cut it. But that literally just happened to work to me. Like,
yes,
one of the elders, she's an elder at my job, but she really looks out for me. But certain people I play cool with around the job be going back to her, telling her things. She came to me today like, baby, man, don't even hang out with them no more.
Yes.
They saying
trying
you
to tell
doing
you.
this, you doing that, and I'm like, damn, these the same dudes
I'm
that
trying
be
to tell you,
kicking
y'all
it with me
fighting
out
me.
back. Like, yeah.
The one thing about me, I'm going to tell you in your face what I feel about you, not behind your back. This is why I come on every day and say it. I'm going to tell you because you do have a lot of Judas around. So I'm almost finished, y'all, because I have to dress my daughter and get her out. So I want y'all to see this. And again, this is journalism. Afro-Palestinians. Look it up. Afro-Palestinians. And I showed y'all the Afro, American newspaper, right? And then you pick up stuff like this. Afro-Latin Americans. This is how you do this. This is what journalism is about, brother. So you cross-reference everything. And I hope everybody takes and share this video out on Instagram, Real Sabir Bey on Instagram, Real Sabir Bey on X. I was going to say Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, on X. And if y'all want the Africa versus America, I do have that. Any kind of conversations. And I want to thank you, Mystic Antisocial. I can't pronounce your name, brother. And how you pronounce your name? Anis. How you pronounce that name?
Oh, Ans Counselor.
No doubt, brother. I appreciate you too, and I appreciate my sister Sunshine. If anybody wants to leave a tip or donate, you can. I do have a Cash App and a PayPal right there. Shout out to Heather. What's up, Heather? All my stuff is at the bottom of the feed. My email is right there, but I appreciate y'all so much. Now it's daddy time. But listen, I'm gonna close out with this because thugs are hush.
What you doing? What you doing?
Yes.
Word. Come on. A North Face, a skelly hat don't make you a thug. Only suit of pair of tips don't make you a thug. A L mug and a cat don't make you a thug. A real thug is a thug that's hush. A North Face, a skelly hat don't make you a thug. Only suit of pair of tips don't make you a thug. A L mug with a cat don't make you a thug. A real thug is a thug that's hush. Let us begin. KRS winning again. KRS-One did it again. KRS bigger than now. Look at them, they did it again. I think my gun's just gonna start clicking again. Big clap, I always spit back. Anybody call my name, I go get that. In fact, we drag.
Call my name, I'm gonna come get that, baby. I tell you, I'm hip hop.
To a dirty rap. 50 returns, you must learn the word is out. No doubt, highly respected. From a record, off the hook. Yes, still connected. Are you teaching yourself? Teaching yourself? I'm like history repeating itself. Criminal minds that you've been blinded again. Looking for my style, you can't find it again. You can find these others that may sound like Chris, but when it comes to the hands, they don't get down like Chris. They never ran up in the clubs with 100 thugs. Never had the respect for Crips and Bloods. Never knew B.O.
Oh, y'all didn't know I did a barbershop talk with Crips and Bloods in the barbershop talk? Look it up online. Sabir Bey in LA. Sabir Bey barbershop talk. Had Crips and the Bloods in the barbershop. Let's go.
Big pun. They never battled them seats. They never bust their gun. They don't know that. All they know is that show that. That's digital audio tape. If you don't know that, now go back and get my name correct. Before I snatch
Thank you, B.
around your neck. I think the don't make you a thug. A fat rhyme with tone don't make you a thug. That tough got talk don't make you a thug. A real thug is a thug that hush. I do right, platinum chain don't make you a thug. A fat rhyme with tone don't make you a thug. That tough got talk don't make you a thug. A real thug is a thug that hush.
What means the world to me? HIPHOP. So when you hip, you hop out on what you know.
Mean the world to me. HIPHOP and SILONE and GOD. I stay low key. I go down to hell. But faking, then return to heaven with Scott Rock is waiting. Resurrection, just like my brown complexion when I.
He said, my brown complexion?
I don't need protection from the heat. I walk these streets and I'm quick to hit first. Go on any beat, I'll be quick to spit first. And rip down, I take one look around, and all you hear is get down, get down, get down. Knowledge reigns supreme, I stay on blast. That's why these rappers want me to go on last. That's the truth, that's the fact, that's the deal. Forget sex appeal, my tech is real, and my rep is real. KRS. That's the sound of the ass. The rats on your head, and best stay white, cause I can turn that shred in a minute, alright? Now go back and get my name correct, or I snatch some diamonds from around your neck. Once again, get my name correct.
sabeerbayradio@gmail.com. Punch my email in.
Man, they not hip to that shit, man.
Huh?
They ain't hip to that shit, bro. I'm over this thing cranking, OG.
Yeah, man. When the teacher return, you don't chase the Neros. What?
I'm sure I'll drop the crazy zero. When the teacher returns, I don't chase the Nero. Like, where, yo? Living in fear, yo. In the jungle sometime, but I got my speed, yo. Now it's called sneak attack. That's what it is. KRS-One spit fat the kids. So the pair tips don't make you a dog. That tough don't make you a dog. I hit a punk in the cat don't make you a dog. A real dog is a dog that's hush. I keep right up at the pain don't make you a dog. No face skelly head don't make you a dog. Fat wild wood dog don't make you a dog. A real dog is a dog that's hush.
Go check it out. Sneak Attack, KRS-One. I thank y'all so much. I gotta go. Peace.
Peace.